darlings. Hello. Welcome to the Joyful Finding Show this beautiful February 3rd of 2023. When I wrote the date down today, it's 2323 if you just write the last two digits of the date. So I thought that was kind of humorous. It caught my attention. So how are you all doing this week? What's been shaking? And I want to say thank you for those tipping and donating early. I want to thank Robert. He Venmo'd me first, so he'd be first tonight. And then Richard over there on YouTube, you're second. You guys were right on it before the show even started. I was like, holy cow, people are popping in already. That's awesome. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So what kind of week have you guys all been having? It's been kind of, for me, I feel like I'm supposed to talk about this, because this is my show. I can talk about whatever I want, right? But for me, this week has been kind of emotional roller coaster because people that are very close to me, have all been in the hospital in one way, shape, form, or another. And I don't know why this is going to make me choke, but there we go. My oldest brother was in today to the emergency room to get checked out. He has some issues he needs to take care of. And then my other brother in Arizona, he was out there in the emergency room earlier this week, and now he's wearing a heart monitor. And then my mother-in-law is in the hospital getting a pacemaker today. So it's been a very active week in relationship to hospitals and self-care for people, okay? Because, little things had happened or whatever. So I'm thankful that everyone is doing much better right at this moment and they're getting ready to take care of their things. But it's just been like one of those kind of like crazy daisy weeks, right? Like, one thing, it was like, so we're at my 3, right? I had 3, so we're done. We're done for a little while, so that's good, right? So things come in 3, so I'm glad that's going to be chilling out right there. But I feel like, everybody is like, whether you know or not, you came down to this earth with many, many, many plans, right? Even before you remembered them. It's like we picked out who our families were going to be. We picked out who our spouses, our children. We had this all planned out before we came down here. Believe it or not, we really did. We kind of like ran through it all because that's why you have that deja vu sometimes, right? It's like, oh yeah, I remember that, right? It's because it's already run. And I feel like sometimes we're like in Groundhog Day and we're kind of like rerun it over and over again until we make different choices or whatever. But anyways, with all of that, we all came down here with choices, lessons, and all of that, right? And so with all of that, it's like, and it's not a bad thing. Yes, it did feel like a little bit of heavy loads here and there, but I know Spirit is talking to me and talking to them and what they're choosing in life, and I support whatever their choices are. And I'm glad they chose to stay with us, and check things out. So, it's like we're all like coming to a point where we have to address things that we've been putting off, right? Whether it's something health-wise, right? Because maybe some of you out there have been putting off something that's health-wise and you should get it looked at, right? Or it's something that we've been putting out about creating our joy, right? Because everything that's wrong with either one of the because everything goes back to dis-ease, right? Where we create that dis-ease in our lives, whether it started in our childhood, and always makes us tense, makes us, and we hold that energy in our body. So think about it. You get all stressed out about something, right? And you get really, really, really mad and you're holding it and you're holding it and you're holding it. And where do you think you're holding that? Somewhere inside your body. Okay, you're holding it somewhere inside your body. So we're going to send out a good energy cleanse for a lot of people, okay, so that they can release and allow whatever it is that might be stressing them out, whatever might be causing them disease, whatever they may have ingested that they probably shouldn't have, whatever it may be, whatever life circumstance has come to anyone across the land. I want you guys to see this beautiful ripple effect of energy and love flowing out from the middle of you and flowing out into till it touches each one of us. Like we're like all these little radio waves, right? So imagine we're all like in the same pond, right? Well, figure Earth is the same pond, right? Because sometimes I do feel like it's a fishbowl, and I feel like they're peeking in and they're watching us, you know. And I can't wait till we figure all that out. But once all the you know, all the old stuff gets crumbled down, we'll be able to see more. We'll be able to see so much more. So you guys, I just wanted to share parts of that with you because I feel like that's important. I feel like some things are coming up for us and they really need to be cleared, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, whatever it may be for you in this moment. Okay. Let's clear out the old garbage so that we can be our happy and healthy light self. Does that make sense? You want to be happy, healthy, and light. And we want to create out of joy. And we know other people are making other choices. So again, they're bringing this inside my brain right now. Remember to bubble up. Okay. Remember to use your bubble so that you can observe others and not absorb. Okay. We want to observe, not absorb. Okay. I feel like that's important for somebody out there tonight. And I have to tell you, you guys are bringing on the heat. Okay, you guys are bringing on the heat. I can feel this. So, feel all that energy. You guys are doing it. You look at you guys. Okay, so all that energy is going out and touching all the people across the land. That's so beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being a part of the healing. Because we all need a little healing sometimes, whether it's something that keeps coming up. Because, you know, as I keep going through this life review that I keep going through, you know, thinking about people, places, things that I've done, things that I've known, people, you know, all that. So it's like we're starting to come to a different place, right? We're forgiving ourselves. We might be forgiving them. We might be like not a victim to that situation anymore. We might be the survivor now. Whatever story we kept telling, we've changed it now so that we're creating a better story, because each one of you you're the master creators. So whatever your intentions are, whatever you are thinking about is what you're going to start creating in your life. And the more that we start creating out of joy and love, the more that we're going to be helping each other as that happens as well. So I want you guys to tap into all of that, my friends. Woo. All right. And we're in the month of February. So I would like all of you to spread a lot of love through the month of February, right? It's about, you know, love regardless. And it just happens to be, you know, the shortest month of the year. But I want you to spread love no matter where you go, whether it's holding the door for somebody, being polite, letting them out in traffic, whatever it is in that moment. Do it out of love. Okay. Do it out of love. Because I've been doing that a lot more for people lately when I'm running into them. And it's very interesting how some of them respond because we forgot how to be nice to each other out there. You know what I mean? So let's spread a lot of love through the month of February because people are going to need it. People are feeling very emotional. They're feeling very hectic. They're feeling a whole lot of different things right now. Okay. Woo, and I can't lie about that because there they go. We're changing up all that energy. We're releasing and allowing. We're releasing and allowing, my friends. That's awesome. All right, let's see who's out here this evening. I see there's a bunch of you out here. I love you guys. I love you guys too. All right, Ruth is out there. Hello, Ruth. And we got Marsha from Feng Shui My Space. Hello, darling. How are you? And we got Simi Free. Thank you for saying hello. Hello. Richard is out there. And Barbara. Hello, Barbara. All right. And Lenka. Hello, darling. I love you guys. Robert, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Woo. Let's see who else. Did I miss anybody? Nope, that looks like all of you right now. If you're out there, say hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it looks like I got y'all. All right, let's cruise on the way down. Hello, my darlings. Hello. The month of February is going to be about love. Let's spread the love. I am love. You are love. We are love. Okay? It's all about us being love, right? Because that's what God created us to do in the first place. And while we're down here learning those lessons, we had to relearn how to love ourselves. You know, we had to do a lot of different stuff. You know what I mean? Woo woo. Oh, interesting. I can't open that. So you'd have to share it with us. That's crazy. Here it is. You can just give me a rundown. They did another one. Oh my gosh. Okay. So right before I got on the show, you guys, I was like, we're walking past the news and they said something had blown up over Billings, Montana. So I was curious since Marsha, one of the show hosts on Monday nights, I was like, send her a message, but she found a note here, a note. So I'll have to be able to click on that later. Yeah, show and Telegram so I can check it out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so we have like balloons flying through our air. We got a lot of weird stuff happening, you guys. There's a lot of truth that seems to be coming out as of late. And it's things that you can't not see because like the balloon, I mean, it was all over the news today. Every social media center that I went on or news channel that got flicked on, there was the balloon. So just know that there's going to be a lot of information that's going to be flowing a lot more. And thank God that it's finally happening, because we've been enslaved in this not knowing, and being too trusting into people who we should not trust. So that's why it's been so important that we really tap in and find out who really resonates with us now, right? It's like who really, really, really resonates with us. What is that feeling like inside of us? Does that feel like it's true? Does that first person feel like they're fake? You know, and you can use this with everybody that you run into. You can use it with your spouse if they're telling you the truth in the moment, but you have to truly trust. Okay. So that I'm getting, you know, it's like tapping into that inner knowing. Okay. Tapping into that inner knowing of what's going on and understanding what your truth is. Because have you always felt like I feel like almost everybody that watches this show is technically, you've probably classified, you're the black sheep of the family. Okay, you never really fit into the norms. You always wanted to be outside of it. You know what I mean? I was like, I've always been like that. I never wanted to follow any fads. If there was a fad, I went the opposite way. I'm like, all right, that's not the right way to go. You know, for some reason, I've always known not to know. You know what I mean? But anyways, the things that we know and don't understand, we're getting a better grasp on all of that. Okay, we're starting to put all those dots together so that we understand what's starting to happen right now. So very interesting that we're, you know, we're all in this together. And God sent us down here, right? We all said, hey, I'll go down, I'll live a life down there and experience this, that, and the other thing. And we're very happy to experience these things because God learns through each and every one of us through our experiences. He is all giving and all loving, but he cannot experience in the way that we experience. And through our experiences gives him that knowledge. Okay, does this make sense? Because we're all connected. So through that understanding and through that connection, that's why I say that when you tap in and you truly connect into that, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, what is my true truth? What totally resonates with me? What lights me up? What makes me feel good? What makes, you know, and then I'm getting like you really need to start tapping into your bodies and start understanding what you're feeling. Okay. Whether it's something you've been taught to feel or something that feels like peace and serene and understanding and gives you, you know, doesn't freak you out, doesn't come from fear based. Okay. Because we're getting ready to change this world for the better. Okay. Each and every one of us, we're involved in all of this right now, even as all the chaos goes on around us. And there's a lot of it going on, it seems lately. But that's okay. We're here. We can handle this. We got this. God has gave us our mission and we're tapping into that. Maybe not all of us know what that purpose is completely. I mean, I'm still learning mine day after day. You think I might have it all put together? I don't. I'm just like you. You know, we're all just alike. That's that's what's so amazing. You know what I mean? Some of us are further down the path than others, but that's okay. We're all traveling in the same direction, and we're following the light, right? Because we've been following the darkness for so long, it's confused us, right? And right now, up is down and down is up, and left is right, and they don't know which way they're going. Everyone's very confused. Common sense kind of left the room for a minute, but we're all getting that back because we're tapping into what our true selves are telling us, right? It's like, oh yeah, now I can see it. And all your life, you've been picking up all these pieces to put the dots together, to make the piece of the puzzle, so you can put it together. And also the breadcrumbs, so you can finally put the loaf of bread back together. You know what I mean? So there's many ways to look at this. They give me lots of analogies. So which one fits for you, I want you guys to take it and run with it, okay? Hello, Robin. Hello, darling. So glad you could join us as well. You guys are amazing, 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 amazing beings. You have gone through hardships. You have gone through traumas. You have gone through dramas. You have gone through happy times and good times. And the good times are only going to get better because you have learned how to change those bad times into good times. Even though sometimes it may feel like it's bad, I'm going to use me as an example because I'm the best example to use, right? Okay, so let's go back, like 18, almost 19 years ago now. Yeah, almost 19 years ago when I got divorced. You know what I mean? I thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen to me with a newborn. You know what I mean? I was like, this is the worst thing ever. But really, it was a godsend, right? Everything changed for a reason. You know what I mean? So, because my life would be totally different and it wasn't supposed to happen that way. It was supposed to bring up my child the way that I did by myself and all that. You know what I mean? So no matter what we have gone through, we have the power and the energy to pick ourselves up and do what needs to be done because we have that kind of motivation. Okay. And I know that there's some people out there that we may know that don't have that motivation. There's something else that has deterred them. Okay. I'm going to call this a detour of some sort. Okay. Like they're like, oh, I'm going to use the squirrel as an example, but they keep following the squirrel. Like they don't forget the squirrel and they just keep going and going and going. So it's about them, everybody has their own lessons and their own journey to learn on this earth. Okay. So, and we're here to support each other as we do that. But that doesn't mean we have to take the bull crap from the people that still give it to us. Okay. So just know where you have to set your boundaries and everything's going to be all right. This is going to be a lot of fun as we move forward. I feel like as we roll through 2023, yeah, there's going to be a lot of truths that come out this year. The 7 year is a very spiritual year, right? So it's like we're all connecting into that spirit. We're all connecting into source. We're all connecting into the truth. We're unplugging and plugging into where we need to. So it's kind of like, how do I explain that? That's like different frequencies in electric, but it's almost like, it's so funny because they're showing me electric now. So in the walls. So, if you were just going to run like electric, like in your living room, right? You have just regular outlets. But if you had to plug in your dryer in the, your laundry room, that's like a 220, right? So it's like we've only been getting little bits of juice when we should be really juiced up. Okay. So just know that, the energy's here to support us in that. This should be a lot of fun. This should be a lot of fun. I love how this stuff all just comes to me all at once. And I get to share it with all of you. So you guys, I want to thank you guys for the tips and donations already. I had 2 that gave me right at the beginning of the show. For those of you that are just popping in, Robert's going to be first because he Venmo'd me. Thank you, Robert. And then Richard will be second because he super chatted me. So anyone else, you guys know the little routine there, and I appreciate those very much. Thank you so very much. All right, let's see what's shaking in. I'm going to get to messages now because I feel like it's time now because I feel like I'll be closing with whatever I'm going to wrap it up with tonight. Okay, so, and I want you guys, how do I want to say this? So while we're going through the rest of the show this evening, okay, I want you guys to tap in and feel the energies that you're feeling, things that you might be releasing, whatever it might be. I want you guys to tap into that, okay? I want you guys, and if you want to, share it in the chat box, okay? If you want to, share that in the chat box. All right, Robert, my dear Robert, let's see what's shaking in your world today. And I love that I had the two R's that started. That's so funny. R and R. That's so funny. All right, so let me get back into my thing. All right, Robert. Okay, Robert. So I do not know if you are in a relationship or not. But if you're not, there is going to be one. And if you're in one, it's going to become closer. Okay. And I don't know why February 22nd is going to be significant for you, but that's the date that I wrote down. And it's about love this month. So it's about loving yourself. It's about loving others. It's possibly about you finding this love if you so desire for that to happen. And I feel like there's also like this energy that's coming down. So I feel like you're getting new information. So in this new information that I feel like you're getting, I feel like there's it comes through pretty fast and furious. And I feel like it's almost kind of like it's so funny because I feel like I'm doing a Morse chord and I don't even know what that is. But I feel like there's this energy, this tapping, this vibration that you're feeling. So Robert, they want you to tap in and feel into that, my friend. Okay. So I want you to pay attention to whatever February 22nd brings for you and be open to love, my friend. Open to love and open to love more. So I'm going to leave that with you, Robert. Thank you very much. Thank you. And you're single. Well, then you're going to find some love, Robert. What state do you live in, Robert? I don't think I'm aware of where you live. Okay. And then Richard Riddle. All right, Richard Riddle. You know, it's funny because as I just wrote your name and I wrote Richard Riddle, it was like I remember back to being a kid. So I'm feeling like there's a new energy around you about when you were a child. Okay, so there's something about your childhood, Richard, that's coming up for you. Okay, so they're saying it's coming up so it can be cleared, whatever this is. Okay, because I feel like they're working a lot of energy and I feel like they're working a lot of magic under that. And I want you to know whatever it is you're doing right now, keep doing it. Okay, because this is the most balanced I've ever written your name ever. Okay, so everything's in line and it's like you're getting ready to take off. Okay, but I'm getting like you need to be a kid as well. So you have to remember to have fun. And fun is whatever you desire it to be. But just know that you're being supported and there's more information that's flowing to you. So make sure you are writing this down. Okay, I hope you are writing this down. I'm going to leave that with you, Richard. Thank you very much for your donation this evening. Appreciate you. Appreciate both of you. R and R. That's how I started this evening. Hello, Stephen. So glad you could be here. Hello. All right, let's see. Pennsylvania. Have been single for a long time. Thanks, Melissa. Well, Robert, I feel like you have stayed single for a long time for a reason. But I feel like now is the time for you to open up to that. So what I want you to do is, okay, because I think you know what your likes and your dislikes are. So you get your little pad of paper like I do, and you start writing down all the qualities that you want in this relationship. Okay, you want someone that's loving, sincere, affectionate, whatever those words are for you. You know what I mean? Whatever, write them down. Put it out to the universe, what you're trying to pull into your life, my friend, okay? I want you to give it a go. I want you to try it. Let me know how that works. And again, pay attention to that date, 2/22. It's very significant for you. I don't normally write dates, but here I was. In Pennsylvania, it's cold up there. Stay warm this weekend. Holy crap. All of you up that way. Anyone north of Florida, please stay warm. Because it's chilly out there. Heck, before I came in here again, I saw one of my cousins posted 17 below in Maine. I was like, oh, I don't miss that weather at all. No, 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 and no. All right, darlings, since we're almost to the half-hour point, this would be a good time to have a word from my sponsor. So if any of you out there are into Feng Shui or have dabbled in Feng Shui and you want to know more about how to fix up your house or the layout of your house or how to add different colors or whatever you might need to the house to add more love in your life, to add more wisdom, to add better careers. What else you got out there? You got all kinds of your friends area, you know, the helpful people area. That's the part I like because I like helping people. I love helping all of you. So if you guys are interested in checking out, give Marsha a call. Check it out, you guys. Awesome. You guys give Marsha a shout at www.fengshuimyspace.com. You guys check her out. Check her out. Check her out. And thank you for being a sponsor to my show, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So how is everybody? Oh, it's warming up here in Oklahoma. Well, I'm glad it's getting warmer for you there. Good, good, good. Because it's cold out there, peoples. It's cold out there. Cold, cold, cold. Yes, 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 it is. It's not so cold here tonight, but it's going to get down to 55. That's pretty cold for us. Oh, interesting. That's so interesting. All right, you guys, I have to write this down for myself. I got to keep myself notes because things pop up that go along with things that I can't talk about yet. All right, I did write that date down. Good, Robert. Write it down. Interesting. Sometimes I write notes and I don't even know what they're for anymore, but then it flows in front of me, all the information that I need sometimes, how it just flows in front of you. Isn't that funny how stuff just kind of flows in front of you sometimes? Woo, just does. You talking about something, then all of a sudden it flows up in front of you, right? Pretty crazy stuff. Crazy days. All right, my darlings, who else out there wants some messages this evening? What else would you like to know? Yes, it does. Yes, it flows. Yes, it does, Stephen. Quantum blast, taking off. Gone. Bam. There's something going on. All right, so I'm just going to randomly pick you guys' names then, okay? Because I'm good like that sometimes. So I'm good like that. So I'm going to work backwards now. All right. So Robin gets to go first since she was the last message now. So I'm going to work backwards unless you guys keep posting again. So Robin, I'm giving you a message this evening, my friend. Are you ready? All right, Robin, let's see what's shaking in your world. Robin. Oh, Robin, it was so funny because I had 2 robins in my yard today, and I haven't had robins in my yard in a long time, and they kind of like hung out for a while. I think they're digging my new grass, and I thought of you when I saw them, okay, because there were 2 of them. I was like, oh, my God, this is awesome. Okay, so, Robin, what I'm getting for you is, honey, you are ready to take flight yourself, but you have to get out of your own way. You are like ready to, and it's almost funny because I feel like I'm on a pogo stick. You know what I mean? It's like you're hopping away. I feel like there's a spring under your feet. Okay. So there's something coming up for you with that. Okay. But it's getting out of your own way, letting other people, again, the message I gave earlier, be an observer, not an absorber. Okay. Just an observer. Okay, so I feel like that's going to be very helpful as you go forward, but there's something that's going to be springing forward for you. So maybe it's coming this spring, since we're not that far away from spring now, right? We only have a month, a month and a half to go to get to spring. So, woo, there's going to be something exciting coming up for you, Robin. And it's going to spring you. Pew, 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 pew. All right, Stephen, you're next. Let's see what's shaking in your world today, Stephen. Stephen, Quantum Blast. I almost feel like you should change your name to that to be your full name. Stephen, Quantum Blast. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, my friend, is there's this new calm that has come over you. Okay, there's this new calm, this new peace, and it's like, it's so comforting. So there's this new energy that's going on around you right now, Stephen. And it's like so nice. And it's like so like swirly. So and they're also saying with this energy, there's some kind of new information that's flowing to you, because I feel like you're documenting it. I feel like I'm writing. I feel like I'm speaking. I don't know if you do any like I feel like whatever it is that you're getting ready to do is you're going to be talking about it. Okay. You're getting ready to open yourself up to talk about whatever it is this is, right? I feel like that's why it's almost like you could almost write a book called Stephen Quantum Blast. You know what I mean? So there's like that. Oh my God, minus 41 in Canada tonight. No. Yeah, that's no. Stephen, stay warm. Get the extra heaters out, blankets, whatever. Oh my God, no. All right, I forgot you're in Canada. Ugh, more than 41. I'm like freezing thinking about it. But Stephen, you have this new calm, this new energy that's coming to you, this new information that you're getting ready to share, and you're going to verbally share it with others. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. All right. See, and you did ask for a message. That's awesome. All right, and let's see who else is out here. Robert, I already did yours. Richard, I did yours. Scrolling back up, and Robin, I did yours. I did a lot of R's tonight. There's a lot of R's. Marsha, thanks for my space. Let's see what's shaking in your world today, honey. Marsha. Okay, so things are getting ready to change for the better for you. You're going to get busy again. So I don't know how busy you've been lately, but I feel like you're going to get busy again. And then there's going to be a lot of things that are changing, but all for the good. Okay. And then we find the balance. So I feel like the next month or so, you're busy. And then we come to like this balance, right? Because we come to this flat line. We come to like, there's no hills, there's no, and it's like getting into that river. So it's like getting into that lazy river I like to talk about. You know what I mean? So just get into that flow and let it move with you. Okay. But there's going to be good changes coming for you. And you're super happy, like super happy. I see big smiles. Family's happy too. Everybody's happy, go lucky. So I see that for you, dear. All right. Scrolling up and up and up. And let's see who else I got. Lenka. Hello, darling. You're next. Lenka. I look forward to seeing you. All right, Lenka. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Lenka. Woo. Whoa. All right. Lenka. Darling. Huh. This is so funny. Even though it's wavy, right? Like the ocean, because I'm seeing waves. I'm getting you just get in and you go with them, right? It's getting in there like that lazy river I was just talking about, getting in there and going with the flow and having no resistance. So whatever it is that you're getting ready to or are in the process of letting go of right now, it's almost like you like get into this new wave, okay? And it's so funny because I feel like I don't know if you have been creating something new, but I feel like you've almost been drawing something or you're getting ready to draw something because I feel like And it's not as detailed because I don't feel like I have my rulers out and all that stuff, but I feel like it's more freehand of something that you have going on. So I'd be interested to see that if you have done that. But I feel like there's going to be new waves coming for you, but just ride with it. Ride with it. They're not your waves. You're just riding them. Okay. I'm going to leave that with you. And then we have Ruth here. Hello, Ruth. Ruth Saltman. Ruth. Ruth, you're busy all the time, girl. I don't know how you do it. But I'm feeling like you are okay. So there's something new that's coming up for you. It's going to be like the next month is just kind of be like riding it out. I feel like you're kind of like in this lull. I'm going to call it a lull for lack of better words. But I feel like you're in this lull and then things start to speed up again. And it's like, I feel like I get put into this, like, it looks like a roller coaster. So things are going to move really quickly. So whatever gets put into place is going to move very quickly for you. And it's all going to be good because it's all things that you've been asking for and dreaming about. And some of the things you haven't been thinking and dreaming about are also going to be flowing into your life. So I'm going to leave that with you, my dear. Thank you, darling. All right, Simhai Free, if you're still out there. Beep, beep. All right, let's see. Let me spell your name. Okay, so Simhai Free. There's a lot going on in your life, darling. Okay, so what I'm getting for you is there are things that have been going on in your life for a very, very long time. You've been carrying them around with you. It's time to drop the sack. Okay, whatever it is, the baggage, right? So whatever you believe is the heavy stuff. When you pick it up and you go, oh, then you know it's time for you to put it down. Because I feel like, and it's so funny because I feel like I feel like I drew a turtle here. You know what I mean? Because it's like carrying his little house on his back, but it's not a turtle. It's just me reading into it more. But it's about you walking away from the trauma, drama, and stuff that you still think that's in your life a little bit. But now it's time for you to be free. Okay. And I see you just like walking along, having a great old time. So carry on, my friend. Thank you. All right. And I think I might. Oh, Barbara. Barbara. There you are, darling. I got you. All right. Let's see what I get for Miss Barbara today. Barbara. Oh, girl. Okay, so I just got the Infinity 8, and then I also got this little swirl going on for you. So I'm getting that whatever you're in right now, right, there's going to be good things that are flowing to you, but you also are the creator of those things. So I'm getting that you need to start talking. So they're showing me the lips. Okay, so I'm getting that whatever it is you need to start sharing. Whether you document it, and if you want to, because I know you're a little shy, you can document it on a fake name if you want to. So, Barbara, you could use an alias like, I don't know, pick one, light hands or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because you're a little healer or whatever. So Barbara Light Hands. So no one knows it's you. And then you start sharing this information, if that makes sense for you. Okay. And I like that. Barbara Light Hands. Woo! And she can be heavy if she needs to. She's a massage therapist. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear. Just know that those beautiful things are coming up for you. All right. And now I think I might have gotten you all from the top. Now I'll scroll all the way to the bottom and see what you guys said, because you guys all said a bunch of stuff. Okay. Let's see. All right. I missed some of you guys. All right. Hold on. All right. All right. Robin says you are correct. Also, the robins have been coming to me a lot. The other day, there was 50 plus robins flying around me. That's amazing, Robin. That's amazing. Marcia, I'll give you a reading in a few minutes. Oh, I'm sorry about your brother. I'm very, very sorry. just be in peace. Okay, let's see what's going on. Feng Shui My Space said thank you. Robin says, I am frozen in 31 degrees. Yeah, no thank you. Brr. Quantum Blast. All right, I already gave you your message. Thank you. You're welcome. Quantum, I gave you a message. Did you get it already? You might have to scroll backwards because you were after Robin. Lanka says, I'm processing one project I would love to make. Did you sketch it, but not? Yes. Yes. Music helps me get in the flow, but still haven't figured out how to get the ideas out of my head. I will help you. Woo! Barbara Lighthands, love it. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, let's scroll back up here. All right, Marcia, I'm very sorry about your brother. He was ready to go back to God. So I send love. I send love. And here's the thing when people are grieving, because both of you are grieving. The wife is grieving. You're grieving. Everybody's grieving. Everybody's feeling something in one way, shape, form, or another. And your brother says just to be at peace. Okay, this is words I'm hearing from him. So just to be at peace. So whatever that means for you, okay, whatever that means for you, he would like you to be at peace, okay? He doesn't want you to be upset. He doesn't want you to be sad. He doesn't want anyone to be sad because he's happy when he's on the other side because he's free of the body, okay? So just know that he sends lots of love and he will be attending with all of you. So just be at peace and know that he's surrounding all of you. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, Marcia. All right. All right. So I think I got all of you. How did I manage to do that? How did I get all of you done? Is there anybody out there I've missed? Is there anybody out there that I'm missing? Anybody out there on Rumble? No one's mentioned anything from Rumble. Is there anybody out there on Rumble watching? I see you guys on YouTube because I can see those in the chat. I can't see anybody that Rumble chats, okay? Just so you guys are clear. And I can see people that Facebook. Apparently, StreamYard has not added that yet. They're working on it. I bet they are. But if you guys are out there, say hi. Where are you from? What are you doing? Again, we are sending out a ripple of love and peace to everybody, to whatever people are feeling this week. I've had lots of people in the hospital this week, so we're sending out love to them. Each of you know somebody that you could be sending love and energy to. Send it to them. Think about them energetically. Be in tune, less stuff like that, because we're doing a lot of stuff. We're all tapping into all of this. You're right. How about Tiffany? I did miss Tiffany. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Kelly Perry from Sarasota. Pleasure you could be here. At least we're in the warm place. Sarasota's warm right now. A lot of these people watching from up north are saying 31, 41, minus 41 in Canada. We got it going on down here. All right. So I'll go to Tiffany and then there's Kelly. All right. Let's see what's going on in Tiffany's world. Tiffany. All right, Tiffany. Tiffany, like always, busy. It's so funny, but there is a rebirth that's coming for you, my dear. So I don't know. Maybe that's what the sinus stuff is about. But there's a rebirth coming for you because I'm seeing bats. So in bats to me mean rebirth, things that are coming out of the darkness. You know what I mean? So there's like things that are coming up and they're being shown to you so that you can help others with this information. And they're also showing me like there's this I don't know what this is, but there's something else that's going to be coming as an idea. I have to look at it a couple different ways because it almost reminds me not only just of a bat, but you know how like the bat, when Batman put the Batman signal out and he knew that like your superhero status is coming up. So maybe you're Batwoman. I don't know. I'm just joking on that right now, but there's this information that's coming, and also birds. I mean, I know you have this connection with the birds anyways, but also nighttime birds. When tapping into nighttime birds, because you always tap into daytime birds, so it's like tapping into nighttime birds. So I got that for you, Tiffany. I know, funny, right? Woo-hoo, you are Batgirl. I can see it right now. Where's your outfit? I want to see it. All right, Kelly Perry, what's shaking in your world? Let's see what's going on in Kelly's world. Kelly, and they want me to write your last name. Kelly Perry. Oh, Kelly. All right, so there's been a lot going on in your life as of late. You have learned to surrender some. Sometimes you back yourself up. You kind of backstep it a little bit, but then you get back in the flow again, and you're in that flow. And I don't know if you're in a relationship or you're going to be in a relationship, but there is love coming up for you. It's love about self. It's a love about, it also feels like a relationship, and almost feels like family. So I don't know if you have children or anything like that, but I feel like there's like family, there's love, there's all this information that's flowing to you. And Kelly, I also feel like you're either in the process of changing a job or getting ready to create a new job. I feel like you want more abundance in your life, so I feel like you're going to be the one that creates that. And it's going to be very easy for you. You just have to believe in yourself. I get that you truly have to believe in yourself as you move forward. And then they show me like this little boat. So I don't know if you like going out on the water or whatever, but I feel like I'm in a boat and enjoying the waves, and also finding love in that. So I'm going to leave that with you. Also spending time in nature. Okay. Nature, Kelly, you're supposed to get out in nature more. So if you haven't been out lately, go. All right. I'm going to leave that with you, dear. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that you guys are doing that. And you're very welcome, Tiffany. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome. I always forget about you because you're always busy behind the scenes. So you're not saying, hey. But you're right. There you go. So Batgirl. Woo! And two people are finding love this month. Woo! Maybe 3 if they want to open up to it. And here's the thing about opening up to love. All right, because some of you have been scorned, right? Really bad. And you're like, yeah, I'm just better off being single. I'm happier this way. I don't have to answer to anybody. But then you're still craving that companionship. So I want you all to get out your pads of paper, and I want you all to write down everything that you want in your dream partner. Okay? I want love. I want to be taken to dinner. Whatever. I don't care what you put on it. Whatever it is that you like. Do not add. I'm going to say this twice. Do not add anything that you do not want. Okay? Because it will come up. I've had people do that. They're like, oh, I shouldn't have added that. I was like, yep, because you got it. Because it was on the list. Okay? So I want you guys to put it out there, what you want to pull into your life. And all of you, we're still at the beginning of a new year. So let's all start with a blank piece of paper. What are we creating in 2023? All right. I want you guys to all do like a little vision board. And it can be this small. It can be this small. It can be the size of a piece of paper. Okay. And you can just write all the words on it. You want love. You want abundance. You want things easier. You want flow. I want you guys to use the vocabulary that is going to make it easiest for us. Okay? I want you to do easiest for us. Okay? Because you don't want to make things hard for yourselves anymore. You've already done that. We don't need to do that again or anymore. Okay, that's part of what we're changing, right? Because we've been taught a certain pattern to do things, because everything's patterns. I want you guys to recognize this, okay? And it took me a long time to figure this out. But let me tell you, it did. I finally figured it out a few years ago. And let me tell you, Candy Crush helped me figure that out, because there's a pattern to fix the game every time. So you have to figure out what the pattern is, right? So I was like, oh, it's in real life too, because you see people have patterns, right? Whether they get into the same relationship over and over again because there's something they need to learn from that, there's a pattern like that. Or my ex-husband who had to keep using drugs over and over again, there's a pattern of that. Okay, so whatever pattern you see in your life, how do you change the pattern to a better pattern? Because it's always got to be a pattern, because that's just how we work here, right? It's just like when you look at the Merkaba, it has a pattern. And when you break it down, there's a pattern. And when you break it down even more, there's a pattern. And when you break it down, there's a pattern. And right, patterns, and they all run into mathematical stuff, right? Believe it or not, because all the angles and all that stuff, but that's way too technical for me. So I'll just keep it simple. Okay. So I want you guys to think about that this week too. Okay. Because we are the master creators. So imagine yourself, right? And you have this as your blank screen, and you're creating in the month of February. Maybe you're self-employed and you want new clients, right? But if you also say that you want new clients, but then you believe that you're not going to get new clients, you know what's going to happen? You're not going to get new clients. So you kind of like washed it out. So whatever you write out to be as your truth and what you want to create, I want you guys to believe it 1000%. Okay? I need you to get your faith back in what you believe. Okay? That's what I'm getting. That's what I need to share with you guys this evening. That's what I want to share with you. You're welcome, Carrie. So glad you popped in. So you guys could get some messages this evening and tap into the spirit. Tap into, right? Because we're all spirit in one way, shape, form, or light. I can't even talk now. Da, 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 da. Tongue-tied. Where did that come from? Anyways, yeah, you guys check out my spread shop. That's really cool if you guys want to do that. And thank you for checking out my website. I am melissaparks.com. If you guys are into makeup and skin care, you guys could check out like my Labri shop too. If you wouldn't mind sharing that too, Tiffany, if you have it handy. I got my hands in a little bit of different things all over the place. You know what I mean? So just check all that stuff out. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, check out my Labri stuff. That's why my skin looks so soft now. You guys have noticed over the last 6 months or so, it's looking better. So you guys should check it out if you guys are looking for new skincare. It's pure and natural. It's beautiful. But yeah, so not only am I a psychic and a medium, I'm a mom. You know what I mean? I design t-shirts when I get around to that. I sell makeup and face stuff. You know, sometimes we have to do what we feel is right. And it's like every time that I've done one of these things, except for when I got, you know, I kind of gotten thrown into doing this full time, right? I wanted to keep this as my side gig and keep my other job as my safety net. But God wouldn't let me do that because I was spending too much time on that and not enough time on my side gig where I needed to help the people. So, you know, we all do this, all this beautiful stuff. Yes, Labri is aloe based. So if you guys love aloe, you're going to love this stuff. It's so beautiful. I mean, all my skin. I mean, if I could show you even the wrinkles on my hand. Oh, you can't tell the well on here, but it's not defining enough. But even the wrinkles that I used to have on my hands, I'm like, oh, that's softer and smoother. That's pretty cool. Yes. And so far, I have a few of you out there hooked on them. You love them. Tiffany loves them. Robin's digging them. Marsha loves them. Marsha loves them. Marsha loves them too. I think those are the only 3 out there that are using them, right? Oh, and Barbara. Barbara loves them too. Barbara loves them too. Barbara loves them too. So you guys tap in and use them if you feel in tune. Just like I didn't think I would sell that stuff, but you know, God told me when I went to the little party and checked it all out, they're like, you need to sign up for this today. And I'm like, today? They're like, today. I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to push you real hard on any of these things because I feel like it comes down to choice. If you see it and it flows in front of you and it interests you, then yes. Okay. So amazing stuff. Woo woo. I know my eye is itching. All right. So I can see. Barbara says, I do love these products very much. Yes, they're amazing. I'm glad you're enjoying them and glad you're getting the word out there about them too, because really, you know, it comes down to not paying the big box companies anymore. You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, it was just like, you know, even someone Marsha sent me the thing today on what was in some kind of juice or whatever. We have to pay attention to what they're putting in the products that we're ingesting or that we're putting on our skin. You know what I mean? And I was never one for really using any of that stuff anyways, but I was like, I was getting older a little bit and a little wrinkly, because I have my little laugh lines and stuff. So I wanted to do something for them. And I love aloe because every time I get a sunburn, that's the plant I go to. I go to the aloe plant. You get a cut, you go to the aloe. You know what I mean? It's like so amazing. And I was like really intrigued that like that was the first ingredient in the product. So just check it out if you feel so inclined. You know what I mean? Even you can order some little samples if you feel like trying it. But I'm here to help you in any way possible. Okay? That's what I feel like my purpose is. I'm here to be here for the people. Okay? And if you feel like this show or anything that I say feels like you can share it with somebody else, feel like sharing this show, share it with somebody. Please share it, because sometimes if they just hear the words that you've been trying to say, but in a different manner, maybe they just need, or just lead them in the direction of the show so they get the message themselves. Like and subscribe, share the shows. Let's get the good energy out there, because for the amount of time that I've been doing this and not being able to get out there any further, there's some kind of other force out there that's not allowing us to get out to the public like we should. So if you feel so inclined, please share as we move forward. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of you for everything that you do, your donations, your love. I love your community out here in the chat. It's amazing. It's amazing. And as we get ready to wrap up our beautiful, beautiful end of this show, can you believe the hour went by so quickly? Quantum Blast says, great, amazing message, Melissa. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad you caught up to that. That's awesome. Okay, so this month is going to go by very fast, okay, because it's our shortest month. And look, we're already cruising through time like it's nothing. So again, have your little vision boards that you're creating with your words and stuff this week. I want you guys to create a love, joy, happiness, what you want to see for yourself, how you see that out of, love and joy. Okay. I want you guys to really tap in and really focus on that a little bit and how you can create that for yourselves moving forward. Okay. Because, and also the energies that are coming in, right. The energies that we're intermingling with, that's the words we're going to use, intermingling with, are going to help us release and allow so that we can stand in our power, stand in our truth, because that's going to be very important as we go forward. Again, remember the bubble. You're an observer, not an absorber. You're not a sponge in this manner. You're an observer. You observe what other people are doing, and you have no judgment. Okay. I know that's hard for some. It's even hard for me still on occasion, but I do. I was like, oh, that was stupid. But I set myself straight. You know what I mean? Because we're all having this learning experience down here, and we're all doing this together. Okay. So I want you guys to know that you guys are amazing, amazing beings of light, love, joy, happiness. Devin, you popped in at the last minute, my friend. I love you all so very much. And when we get together in circle like this, because it is a big circle, because we're all around this beautiful globe of a world that we're living in, each one of us are so connected in so many different ways that it's amazing. Okay. It's amazing. Amazing. I want you guys to feel into the amazingness of what you're creating in 2023, because you guys have the magic to do it. And it becomes right here from your thoughts and created from your soul, because it will resonate and you will create joy and happiness in your lives. And you will help others reach that as well, because they'll be asking you how you've done the same. So you guys have the most amazing, amazing week. Love you guys. See you next week.